So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, this fella, Lucas Paqueta, has found his feet, Peter. He admitted himself that he applied too much pressure on himself when he first arrived in Italy, and he didn't feature as he would have liked, but now he's starting to live up to expectations. And he's not quite the number 10, the Milanese, I think, once expected, but he's turned himself into a very creative number 8.
Okay, interesting. And here's Neto. Rodriguez. Socek. Wan-Bissaka. And it's played forward. Rodriguez. Somerville.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence...
Wilson! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Wilson clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Pedro Neto, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Rodriguez. Lucas Paqueta. Socek. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now it's Somerville, and it's Skulls. James, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Somerville. Lucas Paqueta. Rodriguez. Socek. Bowen stood his ground strongly. And here's Wilson.
Wilson really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Bowen. Caicedo. Fernandez, aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Could be danger here. He is through here. And the shot! Goal! The breakthrough strike. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Clipped into Pedro Neto! That's really well manoeuvred. Skulls forwards and with intent. Cucurella. Still just a single goal between the sides. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Souček, and it's Paquetá. And here's Bowen. That's a nicely weighted pass. Big chance! Been taken short. Does really well to win the ball there.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Cucurella. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Great chance! Somerville shifted upfield, and they can counter here. He's got away. Bowen, Lucas Paquetá. Oh, they could be caught out. Lucas Paquetá! It's off target and by quite a way.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
So here comes the substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Palmer. Out to the left it goes. Lobbed in behind. And he's there to get it away.
think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And that is out of play. A couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Pedro. That's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. James considers his options, looking to widen the gap even further here. Decent hit from there. Final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Your final thoughts, Jim?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.